Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Welcome to my page Red's Stitchery and let's chat about cross stitching. Today it's going to be one of those videos I like to do time to time where I dedicate a whole video for one project. And as I told you many times before, this year I'm in the mood for Dimensions kits. By the way, if you haven't seen yet, Dimensions posted a new catalog for 2026 with lots of designs that are definitely more new dimension style, something that we saw in the past couple years. However, there was a couple designs that I would say look like classic dimensions designs. I keep updating Amazon. I keep updating 123 Stitch. I am looking forward when those gonna be finally available because there's couple and I think while I'm talking, I'm gonna post the pictures on screen. What I'm talking about. That's not all that was in catalog. That's just my top favorites, the ones that I am looking forward of purchasing. Um, Nothing can stay the same, you know. Change is gonna happen. I'm just happy that this brand is still there. I'm looking forward for them finally posting those products online, and hopefully some of the old favorites also going to be available again, but we'll see what happens. Lots of things happening around dimensions, but so far as of today, and I check it's almost daily, none of it available, but this has been posted, so I'm assuming we should be expecting some of the skits in the future. When? I don't know. Nobody knows, but I'm looking forward to that. Again, because this year I'm in the mood for Dimensions kits. Basically, I'm starting or stitching either old whip or a new one each month. And at the end of February, so I consider it more like a March stitch project, I was stitching this beautiful kit by Dimensions, Animal Shelf, regular collection, and I finally have a finish to show you. I actually finished it long time ago, but I have not been in the mood for filming. So finally here I am showing you my final result. Ta-da! Aren't they just absolutely cutest things ever? I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, teddy bears, particular in cross stitching, it's my new slight so far obsession. I think they are absolutely adorable. I like the colors of this project, how easy it was to stitch it, what an enjoyable project it was. So I started it on February 26th and I finished it on April 7th. Altogether, it took me 29 stitching days to finish this project. Some of those days looks like I was able to do only like 65, 100 stitches, where some days I did 1000, 800, 900. So an average, I did pretty good. In 1 month, I was able to finish this project. The total stitch count of this project, including the back stitch, half stitch, all of it, it's 17,340. I consider it as a medium-sized project. For me, a large one, it's anything from like 30,000 and up. So this is somewhere in the middle. From that 17,340, only 10,000 was a full cross stitch, so 11,000 it was half stitch, and lots of back stitching, which consider 3,225 stitches as a back stitch. There also were a French knot, 116 French knots used in this kit. Um, Very easy, very enjoyable. Let me show you the preview again. And here is my final result. Basically, we're getting exactly what we're seeing on a preview. The most count strength of floss per half stitch was 5. So the dark colors that you see, these dark colors, the dark green, it was 5 strings of floss, half stitch. There was also half stitch of blends, so grabbing 2 flosses as one color, 2 flosses of the other, blending them and stitching with those. Back stitch was in 6 colors, but its dimensions backstitch is pretty easy. Main was of course black, and then there's different type of browns for each toy. Some of them had black, some of them had light brown, stuff like that. And all full crosses were stitched in two. Pretty easy. Um, as you can see, I am still learning and I'm very not good at it. And if you have any advice, please let me know in the comments of how to tend how to do half stitch correctly, because I've noticed if the project has lots of half stitch, you can see what happens to my fabric. So the cross is stitched correctly, but it's not a line. The fabric goes like that. So that I need to learn, but I'm pretty sure if I ever gonna stretch it over the frame, it's gonna be all fine. So I'm not really stressed about it. I wish my stitching would be perfect, but I'm only human. I'm only learning. Maybe eventually one day. I am gonna show you a tiny piece of the chart so you can see. This is regular collection. This is not a gold collection. Here is the chart. Super easy to read if you're stitching with a paper chart. However, the paper they use, it's not matte, so I think marking it will be not easy on top of it, or you need to use some kind of special marker that doing great on this kind of paper. But the chart is so easy to read. It's large, it has many colors, the back stitching is really easy to read. So if you're still not using Saga and you're stitching with paper patterns, this one of those that would be super easy. If you never stitch dimensions kits, I would recommend this one if you want to try something bigger size, because it was enjoyable. And if I would stitch it from the paper, I know I will be able to do it because that paper chart is pretty good. But of course, I use my Saga, and that's how I can tell you all the statistic. Let me show you my floss leftovers. Barely any, honestly, which is quite rare for dimensions. I feel like usually they have pretty large leftovers. However, in this case, there's like barely any. Some of the colors gone completely. For example, so usually dimensions that are newer ones, the ones that was manufactured in China, they come on this type of organizers. And if you look right here, you see how it has lines. So for example, this color have only 2 lines, but this color has 4. This how many what you call it, like how many strings they give you, not the strings but the cuts. So each one of these has 6 flosses, right? So this color originally had 4, each had, so 4 packs of flosses, I forgot the word, which each has 6. So technically you have 24 little flosses, right? Well, not little, because the cut is pretty good. This floss is long. And sometimes what Dimensions does, they give you floss that needed the most on a separate organizer that looks like this. And this color needed for entire shelf. So basically the whole shelf was stitched with that color. And look, I have left, I think 3 flosses. So I almost used it completely. I only have 3 flosses left, and it was a huge pack of these. Like there was so many of them. Same over here. Lots of purple left. Here barely any left. This color completely gone. This color, I think it was back stitched with that. The dark brown, only 1 floss left. And then over here, this green, the darker green, look how many of the flosses were given. All of them are gone. Same with this dark green, same with this beige, black. I think I've never, ever, ever finished black or white colors in any kits completely. Usually it's one of those, you always have leftovers and you're like, okay, what am I going to do with all this black and white floss that I have in my stash? It's like the most color I own. None. All gone. Only one floss of this pinkish red, white, some leftovers, this brown the most. But look, this is empty. So, if you will stitch this kit, be mindful of your floss because at the end you will have barely any left. I am saving my Dimensions floss because it's not DMC, it's not on a brand, it's particular Dimensions brand. So there's sometimes you can substitute, but still like DMC has less shine or more shine. So I always save all my Dimensions leftovers. So if I ever run out of it, I go in my box. Soon I'm gonna film my stitching updates, and that's exactly what happened with the kit I'm currently stitching. I ran out of the floss, went to my stash, found it, continued stitching, and was very happy about it. Overall, the stitch was super easy. I couldn't put it down, and pretty much as you can see, 29 days, I was stitching this project every day, almost. I didn't want to stitch anything else. And the areas of stitching with one color, huge. Sometimes if it's a regular cross where you can just take one floss, fold it in half and stitch it in half, like fold it in half and start with a hoop, like a loop method, I wouldn't do it. I would just grab two flosses, fix them, and stitch with that super, super long cut of floss. Look how long it is. It's like never ending. And if you do a loop method, that's the cut of it. That's a pretty good one. But the areas of stitching were so large that I'm like, I don't have to have a loop method. I will just stitch it as it is. So I'll just grab two flosses, fix them, and start stitching. And almost always I have enough for area that I'm stitching. So that speed up the process in my opinion. Try my best to show it to you a little bit closer. All those characters are so adorable. Honestly, it was very enjoyable. I'm very happy that I stitched it. If I have any kids, I'll probably frame it right away and put in a kid room because that's just too cute. But I think eventually I will frame it and put it in my craft room because why not? Here's my French knots. It's like in those little flowers that right here. Absolutely adorable stitch. That would be it. There's not much to say. Easy, enjoyable, zero problems, zero complaints, no negative except not straight lines, but that's me. That's on me. That's not on the stitch. I enjoyed it 100%. And since we're talking about dimensions and this video is very, very short, I just want to show you one more chart that I purchased by Dimensions because, apparently I don't have enough, but I told you I have slightly obsession with teddy bears, and I found this on one of those Facebook distash groups, and I thought I will show it in this video because it's just too cute. And there they are. More teddy bears to my collection by Dimensions. This is not a kit. I don't know if they ever made a kit. This is just a chart where either a DMC or an inker. Of course, I'm going to use DMC floss. But look at them. Teddy, Tea Time, the name of it. Aren't they just adorable? Everything about this chart is just the cutest. Including the rose in his paw. So cute. So, yeah, here is my finish. I think it's like my fourth finish this year so far. I am starting so many projects and I'm barely finishing any. But here we are, a new start of this year, a new finish of this year. Very enjoyable. Again, if you never stitched dimensions before, or if you had but small project and you're ready for the bigger one, I think that's a great next step. If you love dimensions, I think you will definitely enjoy this project. It's super easy, fun, fast, zero complaints. Um, yeah, here's my finish. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Hopefully, I will see you very, very soon with stitchy updates. Enjoy stitching and bye!